Tandem Nomads episode 297. Whether you're just starting your business or you're already in business since a while, revising your offers and looking at how you are delivering your offers as well as how you are actually presenting your offers and what are the key components of it is really important. So today I'm going to share with you some tips here to really think through the strategy behind your offers. Hello and welcome to Tandem Nomads, the podcast show and entrepreneurship platform where you can find great inspiration and resources to grow a successful portable business and a business that is aligned with who you are and your life priorities. This is your host, Emel Deregi. I'm a business and marketing coach and the founder of Tandem Nomads. One of the things that I work on a lot with my clients is defining strategic offers, making sure that your offers are designed in a way that they actually help you not only grow your revenue, but also position yourself as an expert in your field and actually respond to a need, while also being able to describe your offers in an effective way so that your ideal clients want to say yes to what you have to sell to them. But before I go any further in this topic, I want to highlight that these tips are really going to be focused on businesses and self-employed people and entrepreneurs who actually provide a service, such as consulting, experts, freelancers, and coaches. These are really some tips that can help you in your business. However, I do think that it might as well inspire you if you have a product-based business. I believe that we can always learn from other cases, even if they don't apply 100% to our own business. Also, I'm not going to talk too much about pricing in this episode. I have another episode that I will link to the show notes of this one, where you can dive more into the pricing part. I want here to focus on the structure of your offers. So if you're interested in the pricing, tune in that episode once you finish this one. You'll find it on the show notes, tandemnomads.com/297. So to go back to the structure of your offer, that's actually on itself a challenge for a lot of service providers. Let's imagine you're a freelancer, for example, a graphic designer, or you are a coach or a consultant. Very often, it's very hard to actually even be able to price our offer or even to put a time behind the amount of time that is going to be required to deliver that service. So that is one of the biggest issues that I see a lot of service providers have. And therefore, it becomes very hard to not only sell the offer in a way that the client can actually know how much is going to be the investment, and also how to market it in a way that it makes people want to buy it with ease and without that fuzziness, without that feeling of, oh, I'm not sure how this is going to play on your end, but also on the client's end. I always tell to my clients that you need to have a clear idea before even you hop on a call with a client of what kind of offers you already have in the back end of your business. Even if once you talk to the client, you need to adjust it a little bit, you need to have some kind of clarity on what are the types of offers that you have. Also the price points, although we're not going to talk about that, but the price points of those offers are also important to think about. But most importantly, before even thinking of the price, you need to think of the structure of your offer and what it requires from you to be able to deliver it in a way that it actually provides value to the clients. So it's really important that you do your homework and that you do the research and also the work that is required beforehand to structure your offers in a certain way. And then, even if you have to adapt it a little bit, at least you have a great base to start off to be able to sell your products and your offers with ease. There is also a strategic reasoning behind making sure to have structured offers in your business. When you have structured offers in your business, you can actually not only sell with ease, but you can also offer what the client is ready to buy at the point where they are in their journey. So the idea is to not only come up with one offer, but also a multitude of offers that can help you sell with ease and at different steps and journey of your clients. And I will shortly go deeper into that. So how do you do that? How do you design offers that actually help you elevate your business and elevate your customer experience and elevate your revenue potential as well? The first step is to ask yourself a very simple question, but trust me, it is an important question that when you think about it can require a bit more thought than it might seem. And that question is, what do you provide to your clients? What is it that you're actually selling to your clients? And here, I mean in a conceptual way and on a factual way. Sometimes that can be pretty simple to answer to, and other times not so much. For example, if you're a graphic designer and you have a client who needs a logo, what you actually sell factually is a logo, right? But behind a logo, there's a lot of work that goes to, and we'll talk about that as well. And you might design the logo simply based on what they like or not, or you might be the kind of designer who actually does all the pre-work and the analysis that goes behind the actual design of the visual aspect of the logo. Like, for example, some of the branding pillars, understanding the value proposition of the company, and all of that. Some graphic designers go deeper than just the graphic design. So if that's what you provide, that's also important to mention and to actually put at the forefront of your offer because it actually adds extra value. But conceptually, on top of the logo, what you're providing to your ideal client is a better visibility, more effectiveness, more growth. So these are all the other elements that you're providing with a logo, and that a logo allows a person to experience in their business. But let's say now you are a consultant or a trainer in the field of diversity and inclusion. So here the question, what do you actually provide, can be a bit more complex, and you need to really think about it. Your mission is to help companies have a more diverse team and include people who are part on a very different segments of the population, but also make sure that the team feels included and seen in their work environment. So that's your mission. But how do you do that? You might be able to do that in various ways. So you need to ask yourself, how do you do that? You could do that by providing trainings, by providing workshops, by providing coaching, by providing speaking engagements. So the way you might do that might be very different from other people on the market who do the same thing. So ask yourself, what do you actually provide factually? And how do you deliver that value on top of the conceptual idea that you're here to help companies be more inclusive and diverse? And that's when you might realize that you have more than one way that you help your clients. And you want to sit down and actually list these different ways that you do it so that then you can as well build a strategic offer for each one of those different ways. And each one of those different ways that you can help a client, I invite you to sit down and look at some of the elements that make one solution different from the other. And I'm going to go deeper into that in my third point, but it's important to think about, okay, how is a workshop different from a speaking engagement, different from a coaching session with you, for example? So it's important to reflect on that and look at what is the value you provide in each situation. Then comes the next step, which will also get you to think about the different ways that you can provide value. But this time, we're going to look at it from the perspective of your client and not what you do and you provide. So this second phase to help you structure your offer is to understand your customer's journey through the process of solving the problem that they experience and that you tackle through your services. So now it's really about knowing your clients really well. And that's really important for you to not only market your business properly, but also to design your offers in a way that they actually provide value and lead to more clients that will come to you. The more you know your customer's journey, the more you can design offers that are relevant, but also the more you can design a business model beyond just your offers, a whole business model that is helping you develop different revenue streams according to where you are intervening in the customer's journey. Also, if you're starting your business, or even if you are more evolved in your business, this exercise can also really help you define what is your entry point offer. That's a small offer that's easy to say yes to and that provide a first step to the bigger solution. But also, what is your signature offer? Where is that big pillar of your offer? That can evolve over time, but I highly recommend you to think about it first when you start your business, but also as you grow in your business. I'm going to share with you my own experience of how that started and how it evolved according to the customer journey analysis that I've been doing. So those of you who've been listening to Tandem Nomads for many years, hello, by the way, and thank you for doing so. And I want to remind you, when I started Tandem Nomads, it was all about helping expat spouses turn their dual career challenges into a successful portable business. When I started 7 years ago, entrepreneurship was not even something that most spouses thought about as a solution to their career challenges while living on the move. So the first step that I needed to do in the customer journey was to educate people that entrepreneurship can be a great solution to building a real career and revenue stream and our own source of fulfillment and financial independence while living on the move and taking care of our family. That was the initial mission statement of Tandem Nomads. But the problem with that is that if people don't know that entrepreneurship is a solution and they don't even think of that, then how relevant am I as a marketing and business coach, right? So my first step in the customer journey was to educate people around that possibility and inspire them around that. And that is how I started the podcast, to spread the message of entrepreneurship as a solution to dual career challenges. So the first step in my customer journey was to first provide free resources to inspire them on that possibility. But then the next step in that customer journey, for those who said, okay, actually, yes, let me start a business, but I don't have an idea. I don't know what business I should start. So that is when I developed the first step of the huge journey of Tandem Nomads that has evolved a lot. But initially, Tandem Nomads' first step to the customer journey was a program called the Business Idea Accelerator, which is a program that I developed with a great friend and partner, Sandy Schneider-Bean, who's a life coach and a transformational coach and solution-oriented coach who helps a lot of people go through transition in their lives. So we partnered together. I took care of the business side and the marketing side of how to find the right idea, while she took care of the life transformation and career transformation side of it. And we both added our intakes around the mindset to be able to believe in ourselves and actually commit to our businesses and this transformation. So the first step of this customer journey was the Business Idea Accelerator. And then once people had their business idea, came the next step, which was the Portable Business Accelerator, which was all about going deeper into how to build the foundations of a successful portable business while living on the move. So in this customer journey, once the clients had their business idea, then they needed to launch it and to bring it out to the world, and also make sure that it is indeed a business that is portable. And this is what the second offer was about, this Portable Business Accelerator, which has become the signature program of Tandem Nomads, one of the first pillars, because this program actually contains what has been over the time and has developed into my own signature framework, which is the 3 C's. that I talk a lot about in this podcast show. I won't go into details right now, but I will talk later about the importance of having your own framework, especially if you're a consultant or a coach. It can really help you position you in the market and help you develop your offers as well. Then, as I continue to analyze the customer journey, but also as my own business has evolved and my own audience has grown, and more of my core niche of the expert partners started developing their businesses and already having those foundations, the next step to that journey is about taking that business to the next level. And that's where I designed my third offer, which is the Business Growth Accelerator, which is all focused on the one-on-one support to either fix a particular challenge in the business or plan the next step of the business. For example, if a client is launching a new program within their business, this is something that would be perfect because we'll be working off the foundations that I already have to take the business to the next level. Now, to all of you loyal listeners, but also new listeners of this podcast, I need to tell you that this customer journey, in my particular experience, has evolved a lot over the years. As I said, I've been doing this for 7 years, and a lot of new development have came, especially since the pandemic. So the business has transformed a lot, and if you keep listening to the future episodes, you're going to hear some big news of how all of this will be changing, because I continue to analyze my customer journey and realizing how I needed to also start making big shifts to be able to respond to the current needs of my current clients. So stay tuned, and I'm teasing you a little bit here, but it is going to be quite major. So make sure to listen and stay tuned if you're interested in knowing how that evolved. But my point here by giving you this example is just to see how when you analyze your customer journey, you can then also design offers differently. Now, my customer journey is really based on the different timelines and phases of their journey. In your case, it might be something else. It might be the different phases of the consumption of a certain product. For example, for instance, without going too much into details, but just to make my point, let's say you are a job search consultant or coach and you are specialized in resume writing and interviews. The first step might be to get clarity on what is the kind of job that your client is looking for. The second step could be researching for these jobs. The third could be redesigning and rewriting the resume. And the fourth would be to prepare for the interviews. So you can see how searching for a job can be actually divided in different steps. And these could as well be different offers that you can provide. And to get back to my point at the beginning of this episode, this is how you start making it easy for your clients to say yes to your product, is by breaking it down into steps. They can start with the first offer as a taster. It can still provide them like clarity and a first step to their journey. If they want to continue, they can move on to the next step. And also when you design your offers, you can give them the option to also buy the full package or only get one piece of the full package, according to where they are in their journey and what they really need most help with. And before I end this second step, I want to talk briefly about your signature framework or your methodology, especially as a consultant or a coach or an expert in a certain field. Let's say you're an expert in I have a client right now who's an expert in employee retention, for instance. This is so interesting. And you might have developed over the time your own methodology. For instance, in my case, as I started working with more and more people, I realized that to build the foundation of a successful portable business, and any business, by the way, there are 3 important phases. And even when I worked with big corporate companies, I realized that the process, I was always taking my clients through this process. The first one is to gain clarity. Most of the time, if a company has an issue, is that it lacked clarity. So the first step of my process is clarity. The second one is consistency. And the third one is conversion. And that's why I call it my 3C system to building great revenue and impact. So while you think about your customer journey, you can also see how that works together with your own framework. Now, you might not have a framework yet because you're at the beginning of your journey, but as you move forward in your journey, and even if you are now more advanced in your journey, think about what are the patterns and the recurrent systems you've been putting in place to support your clients, and how can you turn it into your framework? Because that will really help you position yourself as the expert in your field when you develop your own methodology and your own frameworks. And when you then attach it to your offers, it really elevates that customer experience and really enhances that positioning that you are in. All right, now that you have thought about your customer journey and how you can design your offers around it, as well as your framework, now it's really important, in order to create relevant offers and offers that are easy to sell and easy to explain, I invite you for this third step to really think and reflect and answer this question very clearly, which is, what is the transformation that you provide with each one of your offers? If you cannot answer this question really clearly, it's going to be very difficult for you to be able to sell whatever you have to offer. So what does that mean, your transformation? What does that mean, reflecting on that transformation and even writing it down? In fact, I really encourage you to write down this process I'm going to explain to you. So the first thing that you need to answer is, what is the situation before a client works with you in general, but also for each one of your offers, what is the situation before they consume that offer? And then you want to think about the after. What is the benefits and the results that your clients get after they work with you in general, but also with each one of your offers? So take the time to reflect on that. This is really important. The before and the after. And make sure to use the language that your clients use to express their challenges before they work with you and after they worked with you. Once you have defined the before and the after, what's also then important to be able to explain very clearly is, how do you take them from A to B? How do you take them from before and after? And that is when you explain the elements of your offer, the number of hours, or the number of sessions, or the number of deliverables. But also, this is the part where I recommend you to think about the steps that you will be taking your clients through and how you will explain those steps to your clients. It's really important to make it very easy for the client to visualize and project the journey they're going to go through with you. And this is the part where you do that. You tell them, first, you're going to schedule the session. Second, you're going to do that, etc. So you are really going to help them see what is the progress that you're going to go through together to take them to that transformation that you are promising through your offer. And then there might be other things that you're delivering that are not part of the core, but they're still very valuable, that you want as well explain here. For example, you might send them a workbook, you might give them access to an online course on top of the work you're doing together, or you might give them some templates, anything that adds a little bit of value. Any other features that you can add to your offer that can actually complete the experience can also be a great bonus. And this is how you reflect on designing strategic offers to not only help you elevate your business, but also sell with ease to your ideal clients, but also be very strategic about how you are delivering that quality and that value to your clients for them to have the best experience, not only through your service and what you provide, but also through the journey you're taking them within your business and your different offers. So just to summarize, think about, number one, what do you actually provide? Number two, the customer journey and your framework. Number three, the transformation that you provide within your business and within each one of your offers. All right. I hope this was helpful for you. And if you want to have a bit of a behind the scenes of my framework, as well as some exercises to help you build solid foundations for your offers, but also to promote your business, attract your clients, grow your revenue, and make an impact, download my free guidebook where I describe my framework there, as well as the steps for you to take to be able to grow your business. Go to tandemnomads.com/297 and you'll find the link right there where you can download it. And feel free to reach out if you have any questions or feedback you want to share. I'm always very excited to hear from you. So to find the best way to reach out to me when you download your workbook, you will get my email. So just respond to that email and I'll be more than happy to reach out back to you in person. Thank you for listening to this episode, and I can't wait to meet you in the next one. In the meantime, stay tuned to turn your challenges into great opportunities.